Alright, so yesterday we built, was it yesterday? I don't know. We built this the other day. That's what today's video is about. We're gonna try a new style of video today. Let us know how you like it. That's it. It's cold. Let's go. So this is what it's gonna end up looking like when we're done. So this little bar, that's what I was saying, it was all cracked right here, and this is hangs on your 3-point. And so it, you know, there's so much pressure coming down that this would have just snapped off and broken everything. And then here's that red rod that's down there, and that's so you can help force it down. And then this is the big old motor, and then the shaft, which is right there, and then the 2 stands, which are I think also down there, and then the big old auger, which is in the garage. For a post hole digger, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages of safety warnings.
That we're just gonna skip.
I'm not reading it. I mean, I'm gonna read it. Operation stuff, who cares? Can they just do this for us? That's one reason I like buying used stuff. I don't have to put it together. Django bango. What? One on each side? See, they could have totally just put this on for me already. And boom, boom. Whoop! Thought you had me. Like that. Like that. And like that. So this is your, what they call a 3-point hitch. 1, 2. Trace. That works. That's not supposed to happen. This is for the top link. Can you hold that pin in? Do you know all spark plugs are 5/8?
All of them?
All the good ones. That's why this is a spark plug
Yeah.
thing. Because inside there's a little washer. So when you pull out the spark plug and it's done, that cinches on the top of the spark plug so you can pull it out. Since you freaking noobs don't know that. man. It's like I did this before. Okay, walk backwards. Right there. Let's go down here. Come on. Oh, what the hell is that? Here we go. Push it in. Right. Ooh, right there. Perfect right there.
This is why you put the cap back on when you're done using it.
Right there?
Huh?
On that thing?
Yeah. It's a grease gun.
Push. There we go. And easier if they didn't paint over it. This is taking way longer than I thought it was gonna take. Hey, there's no oil in there. It was just coming out because it was slow. So, first impressions after we spent way too long setting this up. Make sure you get extra shear bolts because I've already broken one. Second hole I dug. And that's my fault, obviously. That's not the thing's fault, but it's a pain in the butt because it snapped off and this part came out, this part came out, and there's a little bit of this stuck in there. So I actually have to take this thing off to get it out to put a new bolt in. But at least I remember to buy these. So I don't know how much these things are, a couple bucks. I feel like if you just bought the bolt itself without buying the shear bolt, you'd probably get them cheaper. So first impressions, this thing moves a ton while it's on here, which is kind of annoying when you drive around. I don't know if I'm supposed to set something different or whatever, but yeah, it's kind of annoying. And then this handle, I think it's kind of useless. I think I'm just gonna take it off because it kind of just whacks around when you're driving and it's really loud and annoying. What I've learned after I've watched a few more videos, watched them all before, and then I was like, I'm just gonna go use it. And then I should have reviewed these videos, but you can kind of set this thing on the point of it on your mark, and then you just drive the tractor back and forth, or you can turn the front wheels to kind of maneuver it side to side. So this handle is kind of useless. And then trying to get it level, you know, that's going to come with practice or whatever, but I couldn't seem to get these things level. At least on this one, I've seen some people where they have these similar attachments, and when they go down, they seem to get a nice straight hole, or a relatively straight hole. This one was like, it goes down, and as soon as I started going down, it was a hard one. So it's like, I have to definitely drive forward, versus I've seen other ones where they kind of just seem to dig a little bit forward, but not at an angle that this one was. So I don't know if it's just the design of this or whatever, but so anyway, so far pretty happy with it. You know, we live in the high desert in Arizona, and we have really hard soil here that is a nightmare to put T-posts in. It's a nightmare to dig, which is why, you know, we spent the big money on this versus renting a post hole digger. And I actually had some people say that, you know, they've tried it with a similar size tractor and it didn't work. It is winter and it has been raining, so the ground's a little bit softer. The first hole we did, it went down pretty easy, but it's, you know, pretty soft, and trees and stuff have been growing over there. So that ground wasn't too hard, but then I moved it to where it is much harder. It took a little bit longer, but it still did it just fine. Was this worth the investment? 100%. I feel like I'm gonna break a lot of these and get really good at changing them. You know, I naturally just am hard on stuff, hard on equipment. So luckily, you know, this is designed to break, so you don't break everything else. But anyways, the setup took a little bit longer than I thought it would. Broke a bolt in the second hole I did, and I actually got this thing stuck, which it took me some time to get around. So I've got to keep playing with it. I'm gonna break a few more of these, but yeah, again, overall really happy. So if you guys have any tips about using these that I should think of, any videos I should watch, you know, I've watched probably all the most popular ones, and I just need to get that little bit of practice. But yeah, if you guys have any tips, tricks, or anything else that I should know about using this stuff, just let me know, because I've never even used a regular post hole digger, so this is my first time using one. But yeah, that's it on this video. And then we've got this because we're gonna start building the little mini barns for the animals and fences and stuff like that. And instead of just kind of T-posting everything, we really want to take the time and invest the money to make everything a much higher level, so it looks good and it works better than T-posts and everything else. So more permanent kind of fencing, but that's all going to come over time. We're going to do a little bit here and there, which is also why I didn't want to rent one, because I'd have to rent one every time we wanted to do one, versus now I can, you know, buy a couple of posts, dig them, set them, put a little bit of the fence in, and then over the next several years, you know, have this whole property fenced on our time and our budget. So all right, that's it. Questions, comments, tips, tricks, let me know. See ya. All this rust here, rust here, rust here.
You just got it?
Yeah. You should have seen the first one they sent to me. First of all, it was in like a crate, completely destroyed. They like zip tied it shut again.
Yeah.
And these were all rusted off, and there's a big old crack in this pipe, like right here.
And you just got it?
Yeah, it was brand new, and they tried to deliver that to me. Luckily, the delivery driver, who was like a third party, she was like, yeah, they wouldn't let me open it, but yeah, I would open it before I leave, because it looks pretty bad. And so like we barely opened it. There's like probably 2 inches of water inside of the crate.
Oh my god.
And it was like all over her truck bed, so it had been splashing out. This thing, which is all the bolts on it, was completely soaked and like falling apart. The directions were soaked. Whatever loop bar was rusted and cracked. I think it was missing something too.
Yeah.
But there's like other parts down here. and it was just all rusted and cracked. And I'm like, they sent this out, and it has metal straps around it, right? Those were gone.
What the hell?
Like, so somebody had obviously cut them open. They probably tried to deliver it to somebody else, and somebody else refused it.
So they try to give it to you.
Yeah, so then they tried to give it to me because Tractor Supply just leaves everything outside. And so I sent it back. The metal straps were gone, and they put like the plastic straps around it or whatever. Like, so clearly Tractor Supply tried to reclose that box, you know, because the next one came out. The box was much better condition. The straps were there, and all this other stuff was there that was not on that other box. So clearly that other box had been opened before.
Yeah.
And then even when I opened the box, a lot of this stuff was like zip tied together, but the zip ties were all missing. Everything was like in pieces by itself. So